I'll gladly stay a while.
Where to now? I fear I've got nothing to offer. I am what to do. He really wants to return one.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, do come again.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like.
I'll bet. 'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings. This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Over here, if you please. Shall we go and speak with Sir Lennart, Master? I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray. Follow me.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
We've arrived, just as planned.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Always a pleasure.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no... But I shan't take up any more of your time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Pray, follow. Here we are.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to...
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength, 'tis true, but I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
Right you are. Thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim goes to waste.
The Arisen have been drenched.
Arisen, to me. I shall heal you. Hold to me, please. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic.
Now that is a surprise.
Slip away from us.
By your leave.
Well met. Pleasure doing business with you.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
A single jar of poison ought to send those Saurians packing. Only do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Your aim could have been more precise, but I expect the Saurians will be discouraged nonetheless.
It is well enough that the matter is settled.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for you, though I must say your aim could use some work. All the same, that poison should keep the beasts at bay for the... Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Hail! Well met, sir. How am I to do this? You really ought to have returned by now.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Fancy a look at my wares? Have you need of me?
Can't say I have any tidings to share.
I'm always willing to let...
How am I to do it? You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it. That place was my ass. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... it is a dangerous place. I'm not afraid of monsters. But 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and it's hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once...
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Seems naught ever goes right.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far. Oh. What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
Seems naught ever goes right.
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off?
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long.
I don't like this place at all.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Security force will do the trick. Always the way of things. Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done.
I grant you roaring flame.
Our best will do. A focused attack order.
Quite confused, my dear. Should we see how high I can scale?
I concur.
Fire's fury strongly and aiding against this.
Let's save our fire magic for another time then. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid?
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
It seems we have enraged offer.
Reckless opponent makes me threat.
By your leave.
We best prepare ourselves for a prolonged battle. This foe boasts stamina in excess.
There is no cause for reckless action. We only be consistent.
Leave an opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast! And our quarry shall fall.
Don't fall here. Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
You see, this is the proof of your helplessness.
Taking the initiative, I'll have you know.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Use these flames to smite our enemies.
Allow me, Master. This foe shall move on my hand. Look there. I espy another statue.
What say? We mark it in our...
I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, I... Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in anyway. I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
There is no telling what perils we may face. We must be ready to protect our charge at a moment's notice.
is rather thrilling.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
Take care where you place your feet. A sharp incline is like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemies.
It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen.
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier. A common reward.
Some of our foes are proficient at ranged attacks. They will prove most troublesome if not dealt with swiftly.
By your leave.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow. That was hard work.
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ah, I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. Mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is that we managed to save Norbert. And perhaps that. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the... So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own...
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. I'll put this to use. You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid. Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon! Yourself of that oil, post haste. It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen. The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
It is not what I expected.
A curative ought to do the trick. I grant you roaring flame.
A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these if 'tis to be of use.
We must take care not to throw it away by mistake.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, but they are not dealt with lightly. There's truth in the one. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust.
And so, the fun begins again. Hey, Arisen?
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
I must. I grant your weapon a magical boon. Arisen, are you all right?